And Chairwoman of the House GOP Conference, Michigan Representative Lisa McClain, speaks on what her constituents think of the government shutdown. One America's John Hines is more from Capitol Hill.
This is an interesting time, a very interesting time. We're just off the Cannon Rotunda. Usually it's packed with reporters and with lawmakers going there and being on television, live hits and that sort of thing. Very quiet today because there is a shutdown. What I find fascinating about your district, many things, of course. It's in the heartland. It's in Michigan, which is a swing state. You could say that Michigan is the president maker. It had made President Trump president in many ways. And Macomb County, you represent a big chunk of that. It's probably one of the swingiest districts in that state. And it's home in political lore of the so-called Reagan Democrats, the Trump Democrats maybe now. And so I wanted to ask you, what do you hear from the Trump Democrats, the blue-collar working people of Macomb County in your district? What are they saying about the shutdown?
I either get one of two things. A lot of people aren't in tune with the shutdown because they're going to work and coming home and living their life. The people who are in tune, there's enough blame, I think, to go around. But at the end of the day, the folks in my district, they just want to go to work, have an honest day's work for an honest day's pay, have the government really get out of the way and let them run their life. So they don't understand, not that they don't understand, they're frustrated with the politics of it.
They don't understand why. Is it the Democrats, you would say, who are holding things hostage at this point?
Well, I'm a little biased because I think I've done a really good job, and Republicans have done a really good job of messaging the honest facts of what is happening in the shutdown. And what I say is, don't take my word for it. Go on the website and see it for yourself, right? They're trying to repeal $1.5 trillion of a lot of work that we did in the working families tax cuts, right? They're trying to give health care to illegals. That's not a talking point. That is an actual fact. And they're trying, I have a rural district, right? They're trying to repeal the $50 billion that we put in the working families tax cut for rural hospitals. That affects my district. That makes people in my district pretty angry.
What about, you say, rural hospitals? How did this get to be a conversation? I hear talking about health care a little bit. How did this get to be a conversation not necessarily about
strong in how deep their hatred for this president is, which is really sad. If you put somebody else's name on his accomplishments, they would be celebrating. But at first it was all about I hate President Trump. Then it was about, it's the Epstein files. Now it's about health care. They're trying to figure out what is a message that will stick. And at the end of the day, it is a funding fight. It's not a farm fight. It's not a transportation and infrastructure fight. It's not a health care fight. It is a funding fight, which I think is really important to understand.
Lisa McClain, Chairwoman of the House GOP Conference from the 9th District of Michigan. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Yes.
Yeah.